Can the Yankees actually bring in Shohei Ohtani this trade deadline? Well, I have a trade here on how we could get that done, because right here, Brandon Drury and Ohtani would be heading to the Yankees, and the Yankees would be sending a multitude of prospects and some young players. Here, the young players is Peraza and Florial. These are two players, so especially Peraza. He was one of our top three, prospects in the farm. Now he's played in MLB, so he's not considered a prospect anymore. Florial the same. This is a guy who you can fix up and end up making a decent player in the outfield. And then you got Peraza going in at shortstop, where the Angels have a big hole in. They do have that young guy Neto, but I do believe Peraza is a better shortstop. Then you got prospects in Gill, Spencer Jones, and Tyler Wells. So here you get two top three prospects from the Yankees, a top pitcher from the Yankees in the farm and prospects. And you get two young players, Peraza, who was a top prospect before he was not considered a prospect. So right there, you get a ton of return for two players who will be free agents at the end of the year. Now, is this a bit of an overpay? Well, according to this website, it's not. All right, it's not. The Yankees would be getting more value, but I do believe, in my opinion, this is a bit of an overpay because Spencer Jones is a top-tier prospect who, recently was drafted and has been, very well in the minors, been doing very well in the minors, and now Ohtani and Drury, you could end up getting them, and then they leave in free agency and you don't even keep them. Ohtani could easily get traded to the Yankees and then sign for the Dodgers. You could end up losing, a ton of young guys here, a ton of trade assets that the Yankees could have potentially used on a different guy, like maybe Arenado, who's going to be up for trade. And, it just wouldn't make sense, to trade all this for Ohtani, considering that he's a free agent, but it's Ohtani. And you have Judge out until X amount of time. And then Brandon Drury, he comes in, he could play third baseman, replace the struggling Donaldson or DJ LeMahieu at third. You keep Volpe at short, Glaber and Rizzo. Infield looks amazing. Starting pitching, imagine Rodon, Garrett Cole, and Shohei Ohtani as the top three guys. That's an insane playoff push, rotation. Then you got Ohtani's bat, which is absolutely lights out. And you're going to have Ohtani and Judge, who were 1 and 2 in the MVP race last season, on the same team. Now, that smells like a championship. Will it happen, though? And, here you got top three prospects right here. Austin Wells and Spencer Jones, 2 out of the top 3. I do believe you got to keep Jason Dominguez at all costs. I was thinking at first, you re-sign Harrison Bader. You're not going to really need Jason Dominguez. And then I saw our big hole in left field, which is you got IKF playing there at times. IKF. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who barely last year had a bunch of errors at shortstop, which is his natural position. And we put him at left field. Jeez, that's when you're down bad. And Oswaldo Cabrera has been very underwhelming this season. And then, Aaron Hicks was so bad he got DFA'd. It's just, I think Dominguez has to slide in at left field. I know his natural position is center field, but send him left field. I'm pretty sure he's better than anything else we got. So he is a must keep. And then, right here, if I'm the Angels, I'm trading. Look at this. You're out. You're completely out. This is just giving me Angels, annual time where a trade deadline, they're like fighting in the wild card, and then they absolutely fall off in a month when you're going to see Ohtani on the injury list, Trout on the injury list, Rendon on the injury list, all these guys on the injury list, and you basically have the AAA, Angels out there. And right here, it'd be the Rays, Guardians, Rangers, Astros, Blue Jays, Orioles, all in the playoffs, and the Mariners are above. You're tied with the Twins, Yankees are above, Red Sox are above. Like, if I'm personally the Angels, I'm blowing it up to pieces. I'm getting rid of Trout, I'm getting rid of Ohtani, I'm getting rid of Drury. Any other player that's going to give me value that isn't young, I'm trading them, because it's clear that Mike Trout has been wasted. You wasted Ohtani all those years that you had control on him. It's over. Call it quits, buddy. All right, I'm rebuilding, and right there you're going to get a bunch of prospects for a guy who is an MVP, former MVP player. She could have been it last year as well, but, a record-breaking year took Ohtani from not winning MVP. So now what I'm thinking is, if I'm the Angels, I blow it up, rebuild, and maybe in a couple years of prospects you've gathered, or end up being good and you have a better team, because at the moment it looks like Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani are being wasted and will continue to be wasted. So if I'm them, I just trade them.